Hey guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin. Priscilla here with a quick show for you guys today. This is kind of a craft with me. These are the paper clips I made for Serene Bookworks. That's Kim's swap last month or at the beginning of March, I guess, because it was just yesterday. So this video is going to be kind of interesting because I realized that I hadn't ever posted this video, even though I posted stuff on my social media about it. And when I went to go see why I hadn't posted it, I realized I hadn't actually done the voiceover for it and had just left it here. So I don't really remember everything I did. So you guys are going to go on this fun adventure with me. And this might be more of a chatty craft with me video than y'all were prepared for, but here it is. So the challenge that Kim posted was to make 6 altered paper clips, and then there was a swap at the end of the challenge. And so these have already been shipped off and received by my partner in the swap. And I don't know much what to say about what I did here. I just kind of wrapped a couple of the paper clips with some of this really old book page I had. And because I need paper clips to also be functional as well as decorative, I went through the whole tedious process of wrapping underneath that first little bend so that they would still be usable as paper clips. And right here I'm just inking up some book paper and getting ready to fold it and make it into a quick little paper clip. I think Linda Israel is the tutorial I got this from, and if I remember when I post this, I will link her video in the description box so you guys can check that out. But she was the one who originally did this style of paper clips, or at least the first one who I saw do this style of paper clips. So all I'm doing is following her method right here, nothing fancy. I just had a lot of fun with these paper clips, kind of played around, grabbed the first things I had on hand, and just to see what I came up with. It was a really fun challenge, and so thanks Kim for hosting that. And I wish I had posted this video last month, but like I said, I totally forgot to do the voiceover, so my bad. How are you guys doing? How's everything going in your lives? Are you excited for April? It's spring, and I'm totally excited for that. There's some fun stuff coming up this month. I know I've been pretty quiet through the month of March. I had some personal stuff to work on and go over, and some people in my house were sick and stuff, so I had to kind of deal with that, and that kind of took away from crafting. But I'm slowly kind of getting back into the swing of things, and I'm really hoping that I will be able to be a lot more productive this month. Definitely still have a buttload of ideas and stuff that I'm working on. This huge list that just keeps getting longer and longer, which is fine because it means I'll have plenty of stuff to do in the future. But yeah, so now I have all these paper clips wrapped up, ready to go, inked up a little bit, picking out some sentiments from these 10 volts clipping stickers just to kind of give them a little bit of personality and help me get some ideas on what to do. I've got some little wood pieces that I think I'm going to use, and a couple charms on the desk. And I've got those little tiny roses are from Shayna. She sent those to me for Christmas, so thank you Shayna for those. And I think this little baggie of wood pieces is also from Shayna, so double down. Thanks again, Shayna. I don't know where she finds this kind of stuff, but she's always finding really cool stuff like that. So I'm really grateful to have friends, especially in this community, who send out really great happy mails with things I could never find on my own. So that's one of those cool, fun things that I like about being part of the junk journal community. So all you can see me doing here is inking them up with some Versamark, and then losing the battle with these little tweezers that I got from the Dollar Tree, which work fine, but then they're kind of wonky sometimes. And then I'm gonna emboss those with some Wow embossing powder. I believe it was the Midas Touch embossing powder. It's like a chunky embossing powder with an enamel and glitter and the embossing powder stuff on there too. So it's got lots of really cool textures, and it's super sparkly, which is fun. So after that, I'm just gonna attach those to the paper clips. Let me think. What else is going on? I do have something fun and exciting coming up actually pretty soon, so you guys definitely keep an eye out for that. It's going to be a pretty fun project. You guys are going to be stoked. It's really cool. Really excited for it. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't really have like distinct plans. I am running, obviously running behind on my Ostara books, but they are coming up pretty soon too. So, should probably see that within the week. What are y'all working on? Here you can see me losing the battle to these little fiddly charms that did not want to like close as I was attaching them. The struggle was real. Which, if I had been smarter, I would have slid them onto the paperclip first and then wrapped them with paper, so that I wouldn't have to go through this little bit. But, you know, this is life. C'est la vie. So, I think that's it for those ones. I don't think I go back and do anything else to those. But, I tried to, like, keep them not, like, similar, but sort of on the same note. So, all of them got little, like, embossed wooden pieces, and they're all kind of in the same shabby, vintagey things. Just to be a little more cohesive than I think I had any inclination to be. I don't know if I actually leave it in. I edited out a bunch of stuff. Obviously, yeah, I chase around this wooden piece because I keep melting the embossing powder onto the tweezers. So, like, to avoid that, I tried to let them go, but then I was just blowing the keys all over the place, and it was like embossing madness. And then I decided that I wasn't going to put the paper clips, like the keys, on top of the paper clips. So I had to go back and emboss the backs of them so that you could see them from the back, because they end up hanging off the end of the paper clip. I think all in all, this took me about an hour to do, mostly because I was looking for little bits, and I tried to cut out as much of that as I could so you guys wouldn't have to watch me, like, search for stuff, which isn't anything on screen. It's just... It's nothing. Nothing happens, and I'm searching for things because you guys can't see me walking around my space looking for stuff. So I tried to cut some of that out and then speed this up as much as I could, you know, without it being, like, a blur of motion, but, I think the video came out to be about 15 minutes. So, after an hour, that's not so bad. So it's a pretty quick and easy thing. You guys should try it. I know Kim's challenge is over, but, you know, you could still give it a shot and alter some of your own paper clips and see what you guys come up with. You know, if you sit down and just start going, see what you knock out. That might be fun, and I know that Kim would like to see that kind of stuff. It's always fun to see people participate in your challenges, even if they are a little bit late, so don't be, like, shy about it. So then I decided to attach these little fabric roses. I don't know, I said that like it was a question. You guys are probably tired of listening to me talk, though, which is okay, because I realized when I started this voiceover it was going to be really rambly, because I don't really remember what I was initially going to say. I'm pretty sure I had lots of ideas on things I was going to tell you guys, but I don't know anymore. I just kind of wanted to get this put together and out there so you guys can see that. Oh, I used these little bulb pins that I got from Laura at the Paper Soul. If I remember, I will also link her shop in the description below. And these are some more fibers that I have from Fish Bay Elements, who I will also try to link in the description box. And one of these bags, I mean, they're pretty reasonably priced, and they last a long time. I'm really surprised that I still have so much of this left. But I'm just kind of picking out some that kind of match the overall tone that I'm going for. And can turn that into like a little hanging tassel off the end of these paper clips. And just kind of loosely attach them to the bulb pin. I don't want to like permanently attach them because I figured my partner might be, might not be fond of having a bunch of fibers hanging off her paper clips, so she might want to use them somewhere else, which is totally cool with me. But I thought it was fun, and I kind of like the idea of having lots of textures and stuff hanging off the sides of your pages and things like that. So this was just a fun little idea. But they're pretty secure like that too, so I'm not really worried about them slipping off or anything. Just gonna clear away some stuff, and hopefully you guys can see a better close-up of those. There is a better photo of all the paper clips on my Instagram, so if you haven't seen that yet, there is a full shot close-up of these clips, so you can see all the little details and stuff. And here I just got some little scraps of lace that I had from another project sitting on my desk. So I added those to these to be a little background, and I just kind of roughed them up a little bit. Stick with that shabby, I don't want to say shabby chic, but you know, that shabby texture. I guess they did come out kind of shabby chic-ish, so that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm just trying to figure out here what I want to be the focal point for these tags. Since it's a bigger space, you get a lot more wiggle room on what you can put down. And I have these little like butterfly buttons that I got ages and ages ago. So those are going on there, but I don't think they're big enough to be the focal point. So I ended up digging out some old Prima flowers I had from an old like scrapbooking kit that I got like ages ago. The shop is closed, so they don't even send these kits out anymore, which is sad. Really hate when like cool scrapbooking stores go out of business, and they go out of business so fast that like there's just not much you can do about it. But it's really tragic. I live in Austin, and there's no like scrapbooking specific store. There's a paper store that does like stationery and wedding invitations and stuff, but they don't actually do scrapbooking. So there's nothing like, there's no printed card stock, and there's no, like, they have some stamps, but they're mostly like wedding invitation style type of stuff with a couple of fun things thrown in there. But I mean, they have some cool papers, which is neat, but I wish that we had a better place to get scrapbooking supplies. So if you guys have, or are fortunate to have, a small business scrapbook store in your area, definitely support those, because like they're rare creatures, and they have access to really cool stuff that you can't really get at the big box stores. They get a lot of smaller paper brands and stuff like that. So if you are able to, definitely support those types of stores. Or, you know, if you find one that's like on Etsy, one of those scrapbook, small scale scrapbook suppliers, definitely support those people, because they're doing good work. Getting all the good stuff. So after gluing down some eyelash trim and setting the flowers on top of that, I added the butterflies down permanently and found some little sentiments also from those clipping stickers to stick to the bottom of those. I'm now trying to figure out what little wooden pieces I'm going to use and actually clean up the big old mess of wooden pieces. Turns out I'm going to use those stars, and I embossed them, and I had to cut that part out. One, because it was redundant, but two, because my head was in the shot almost the entire time, which is not cool. So I ended up going and grabbing some like bling from my stash, some little sparkly flat back bits, and that is the finished product there. And those are my paper clips. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.